Okay, so we're going to do a bit more shopping today. It is cold. We put on some of the warm clothes that we bought yesterday. Quick look on the weather. It's actually colder in Vegas than it is in Harrogate by about 3 degrees. So we'll do a bit more shopping, possibly hats and mittens, maybe, I don't know. Other than that, then I want to have a look down on Centre Strip and have a look if there's any remnants of the F1 track, which there very well may be. Have a little look around there, and then I do something for tea tonight. Hopefully the gambling gets a bit better. Well, hello, Scott here. Welcome back to the channel, part 2 of the Vegas vlog. Day 3, 25th of November. And this is just the latest of the Vegas trends. We are declining the special cleaning services, it says, which basically means we didn't see any member staff and they gave us piles of towels and toiletries, but didn't come in to clear the room, which is odd. This is Premium Outlets North, which is the more modern of the 2 outlet centres in Las Vegas. And as you can see, the UGG shop had a queue to get in there. So that's where it is. It's downtown. Into Coach now, which I found out was mostly bags. Timberland. I got a long tee in there. I think Elizabeth got a couple of hoodies. Not very much money. I think like $12 to $15 each. Lots of good deals in there. Day after Black Friday this is. Gap, which is quite a big Gap there. Don't see Gap in the UK anymore, do you? I think you can get their stuff in Next now, but they haven't got their shops in their own right. And Elizabeth there making her way throughout the outlet centre. You also hear lots of British voices as you walk down here. So I haven't seen one of these before. This is an Under Armour. You put your little phone, or you put your phone in there, it gets charged, and it locks it up for you safely. Good idea, I guess. It keeps you in the shop, I suppose. Not seen one of those before. Elizabeth looking pensive as a member of staff goes to find an article for her, unsuccessfully, I believe. Under Armour was still 50% off. This branch the same as the other one. Now this is See's Candy, so one of Elizabeth's favourite candy shop, or chocolate shops. It's of the American Thorntons, I guess. It was established by a lady called Elizabeth C. And it's some lovely chocolates there. Very expensive. That's a better shot of a See's shop. And it's owned by Warren Buffett. So Elizabeth, having a See's candy bar. Scotch Mallow. That's your favourite?
You want to buy it?
No, I'm fine. And we're going to move on somewhere else, I think, in a bit. One of Elizabeth and I's favourites. Spots for lunch, cheap lunch. Einstein Brothers Bagels, as the name suggests. It gives you nice bagels. They've got their own bagel factory in California that bakes loads of different flavours, and you go in there, you can have quite a range of different sandwich or bagel flavourings. There's all the different flavours, as you can see, and menus behind. It's more of a breakfast and lunch place. You won't see one of these open after about sort of 3 or 4 in the afternoon. And we had in there pretty tasty lunch. We both had a bagel with turkey, some cheese in there, nice salad, and yeah, quite flavoursome. Sachets of mayo, as you can see, and yeah, really enjoyed it. So Einstein Brothers, really nice lunch on Sahara Avenue here. We're going to do a bit of shopping after that, and then probably go to another Ross, won't we, Elizabeth? Yeah, she's nodding. So from memory, the cost was about $7 or $8 for our lunch each, and they give some crisps or potato salad with it. We had just a glass of water, and as you can see, lovely looking weather there. Looks tropical and bright and sunny, and indeed it was, but it wasn't particularly warm. It was about 16 or 17 degrees there. Just about shorts weather. I think I was still wearing my shorts there. I think I switched to jeans a couple of days later. We're turning right now in towards a little shopping area which is just off Sahara. Elizabeth is going to have a look in Ross, and I'm going to have a little look in a different place, a Spanish supermarket, or in fact a Mexican supermarket that you see there. I'll put a separate video of that up. Quite exciting to have a look in there, interesting to have a look in there. And then we went back to the Strat. Walking down to see the F1 track, and we come into the Sahara. It's the first place I ever stayed in Las Vegas. So this is the Sahara, and it is, as I said, it's the first place I ever stayed in Las Vegas. That's what it used to look like, the old Sahara. Opened in 1952, I want to say. I think it was 1952. It's had an awful lot of money spent on it since then. It went through a period of being called the SLS for about 3 or 4 years. It wasn't particularly a success at that point. Then someone different bought it, and they reconverted it, if that's a word, to the Sahara, the new Sahara. And that's a pretty good picture of it there. Very nice inside. It's not the biggest casino resort in the world, but it's not a bad size. It'll probably have like 1,000 slots, something like that. And as you can see, quite fresh, quite clean. And the thing about the Sahara is it's a very good a very convenient place to get on to the Las Vegas monorail. That's what I was doing now, to go down to mid-strip to have a little look for the at the F1 track. There it is. And I've exited at the back now, and that's how you get up to the monorail. Always a bit scared of that escalator. $6 a ride, and that's anywhere. It goes from the Sahara down to MGM. That's the MSG sphere, as you can see. I'll attempt over the next couple of days to get better pictures of that. As you can see, it's on, but it's daylight, so you can't see very much there. I'll show you a better picture of that. In fact, there's a slightly bigger one there. You can just about see the movement on the outside. Now, the only other picture I've got of that, and you'll see it just over Liz's shoulder, a couple of days, or the day before actually, we were driving on Paradise, and then I just happened to get a shot of it. If you just look, in fact, in front of Liz there's the sphere, a little bit better looking at night. I did try over the course of the next couple of days to get a better shot, although unsuccessfully. That's the Flamingo. Never stayed there, so I've come off the monorail now at the mid-strip station, and I'm going towards. I'm going to enter the Flamingo. Very busy, as you can see. That's a picture of Wayne Newton, who's still crooning away. That's a picture of Wayne there. He's had various levels of success on the strip over the years. I think he's financially bankrupt pretty much, which is why he's singing now in his 80s. That's the horseshoe. That used to be called Bally's. Now, before it was called Bally's, it was the first incarnation of that. That's it was as Bally's, but it was the first incarnation of the MGM Grand. There was a big fire there a number of years ago. That's one of the biggest disasters in Vegas history. That's Las Vegas Boulevard. Now you can see just in front there. That's the remnants of the Las Vegas Grand Prix track in front of the Bellagio. I think that's a bit of the grandstand, a bit of the lighting rack that was there. They have done quite a fast job in taking it away there. That's a slightly better job of better view of the F1 track. Still, the strip is now open in both directions, so they've taken that down quite quickly. Inside of Paris now, and just coming out to Gordon Ramsay's steak. Quite an expensive steakhouse. Looked very, very flash, I have to say. And inside now, walking from Paris into the horseshoe and then back out. This is right at the rear, so looking east of Strip now. There it is, east of the Strip. That's some of the other F1 infrastructure there, as you can see in front, and there's a little bit more just there. There's not a massive amount to see, as you can, well, there's a bit more there, I suppose. This is the Horseshoe monorail station. I'm now going to take a ride back north to the Strat and have a little look around there, and there we are now back towards the north, having ridden the monorail, walking back towards the Strat and seeing what we can do tonight. So worth having a quick look around the Strat. Now, one of my favourite places. I've got to say, this trip, it wasn't at its best, I would say. The housekeeping was relatively poor, and the check-in experience was dire. It is one of the very few strip locations to be actually inside of Las Vegas itself, because everything south of Sahara is not in Las Vegas. It was built specifically out of the city boundaries in order to save tax. But the Strat is one of those that is actually inside the city of Las Vegas. And I first visited this place in 2001. It was at that point only 5 years old. It was called the Stratosphere at that point. It was in the days where you still used coins in slot machines, and you had change persons walking around giving you change, so you could feed your quarters or your nickels or your dimes directly into the machine. They've changed owners about 5 years ago. It's now owned by a company called Golden Entertainment, and they've done a good job. It's been refurbed just before COVID struck. It was refurbed, pretty flash inside. A number of restaurants. In fact, the only restaurant that I can remember being open right at the start of the Strat's lifetime was the Top of the World, which is right at the top of the tower. Everything else has changed over the course of the last few years. I've gone upstairs now to like the little mezzanine area. It's a funny little mall, for want of a better word. That the gym is just through there, and then there are a few other bits and pieces on this little mezzanine, I suppose, for want of a better word. When it was first built, because there was a tower, they had a strange sort of Parisian theme going on, I suppose, likening it to the Eiffel Tower. That's largely been removed now. That McDonald's is pretty useful for breakfast. There's a Fat Tuesday's daiquiri bar there, which I've never really used. Looking down there to the casino floor, and the vast majority now of these shops are just closed. There used to be a Ben and Jerry's up here that I used to use occasionally. Other bits and pieces. I think the Sky Jump shop, and where you pay to have your sky jump is up here as well. We're walking essentially down towards across the property north essentially, and we're going to be coming to the there's a little boutique there on the right hand side, as you can see. I think the what you call it, the comedy club used to be up here as well before that moved downstairs. We'll see that in just a moment. I think that's the sky jump shop there. But as you can see, no one around, absolutely no one around. It's never been particularly busy, this little mall area, but it's never been quieter than this. Makes you think, why don't they just put something really big that would attract people up? Why don't they try and persuade In-N-Out Burger or something to put an outlet up there? People would trump up there or walk up there all the time to find one of those. But anyway, just one of my probably not very good business ideas. That's Nunzio's Pizzas there on the left hand side, and we saw the entrance to the top of the world restaurant and lounge, which was you go up a separate lift, not the lift that you otherwise go to the observation tower, and then through here to this is the theatre. I think the theatre box office and then the theatre bar is here. They really seem to have revved up their entertainment over the course of the last couple of months here at the Strat. I think there's like a Mentalist now, and then there's a few other bits and pieces. They always had for years and years, they had a Michael Jackson tribute act. That was there for ages and ages. They tried like a Cirque du Soleil thing at the back for a bit. That didn't seem to work. But anyway, there's a number of different people there that seem to be doing a lot better now, and we're coming down the escalator to the main casino floor pretty much now, and we'll come out, I think, by near the Strat Cafe. The Strat Cafe replaced what used to be called Roxy's Diner. It was one of those places where the wait staff would occasionally start singing and dancing on top of the tables, etc. A bit of a novelty, but that's now closed. This is McCall's Steakhouse, which is straight in front. The Comedy Club is over there to the left. That little bit there, that used to be, I've stopped it there, it used to be something called Fellini's Italian Restaurant, which was okay. You never used to be able to use comps there, though. So I think it was privately owned and operated. Over there, McCall's is a really good steakhouse, actually. And it's not one of those that you got to pay about $90 for a T-bone. You can have a reasonable steak there for about $40. Now we're walking right to the back of the property. There's like going to be a golf attraction here in a couple of months' time. This is where the buffet used to be. Atomic Golf, there we go. That's what's going to happen through there. Buffet used to be right at the end, long gone, and I guess probably will never reopen. Now we'll come upstairs now to the rooms. There's a little lift area. As you can see, reasonably well done. This is our room. Excuse the mess. We had there was a 2-queen room, in fairness. Not the biggest room in the world, but probably the most modern that we had on this trip, in fairness. Very comfortable. As I say, the housekeeping standards weren't wonderful. So out we are going now for the night, a couple of hours later, and this is unfortunately a sad bit about Vegas now. You have to pay to park in most hotels, Strat being one of them, and I think it cost us about I think it was $48 for the 4 nights. So we got out tonight, and we've gone for a little drive to the Palace Station. Now this is a place we stayed actually the last trip. We do like the Palace Station, again refurbed quite a bit just before COVID, and we're walking across now. There it is, part of Station Casinos. One of my luckier places, I have to say. I've not done badly in here, although I'd have to say last time my phone was nicked, so that was probably not particularly good. But this is the Brass Fork, which is a modern take on the casino coffee shop. Turkey club sandwich, inevitably with French fries. That's a nice big sandwich, Elizabeth. I've got fish and chips, and it looks pretty freshly battered, to be honest. Tartar sauce and ketchup there. Total cost, what did we say it was, Elizabeth? I think it's about $26 or something, which I think is very good value. That obviously 2 glasses of water. It's going down nicely, Elizabeth. So Liz thought we'd now go to Dre's to the after party there. Maybe have some bottle service until early hours of the morning, maybe 3, 4, something like that, Elizabeth. Yeah. Pretty nice cakes there as well. We took ours away. Probably another $3 or $4 each. And then driving back to the Strat, so we went across Sahara, then turned north. There's a Sahara there, and then back to the Strat. Very nice new Las Vegas, welcome to Las Vegas sign there. And that actually is on the border of Las Vegas, as I already mentioned. The Strat is within the borders of Las Vegas, the rest not. So let's have a
Cheers,
look
I
at tonight's
think.
gambling.
Yeah, 3 bonus games. I guess it's re-triggering. Each time you get one of these, it re-triggers, just like whatever it's called, Dragon Link. Let's have a look. There's that many Dragon Link wannabes, isn't there? Or Lightning Link wannabes. I don't know which one was first. Oh, I got $50 out of it. My God. Is that it? No, it just keeps going. I haven't got a clue what's going on here. What the hell is that? I've won $106. How's... I haven't got a clue what's going on here. Another train, is that good again? Did I get it all again? 150. I've won $161. How that? Alright. Well, I'm on a train there, but looks good. There's another train. I'm getting it all again. This is my big... Go on, train again. No. Train again, go on. No. One more, I think. One more left. That's it. So that... I've won 100... Bloody hell. Well... Yeah. I wasn't going to sit down with this. But my God. What the hell? So there's trains. If you get a train there, you get the whole thing that's on there again. So the fact I had that maxi bonus, which is $50, I must have got that 4 times, I think. There we go. So I think I'm going to cash out now. Some $50 or so. But now I've got 3 games. Extra spins. 30. I don't know what those moving things at the top are. That'd be confusing me completely. There's some dead spinning, isn't it? Hang on, something's happening. Something's happening here. That's true. Free games are only ever good if you win, though. We're not yet, really. That's right. But again, only good if they actually come up. I can be getting extra free games all day, but if they don't do anything, I've only got 3 left now. 2 after this. Not good, really. There we go. We're at 8 free games.
So moving on to Laughlin tomorrow, where I'm told it's going to be a little bit warmer. As you can see, the gambling is a little bit better, but still not great. I will hopefully speak to you this time tomorrow. Goodbye. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then please consider subscribing to this channel. Also, I'd be very grateful if you could like this video and hit that notification bell. If you do that, you'll continue to receive lots more rubbish just like this.